everyone, and welcome back to Life Cues. I bet you thought I forgot all about you, but I did not. So we're going to just get right into this week's question. First thing I'm going to do is I'm on this page here, and this card's from my mom. It says, very Merry Christmas. Your home and tree look beautiful. That's the page I'm doing. So, before I start anything, I'm going to take this music. Look how tattered and torn this is. And I am going to stamp this beautiful lady. These are those cling stamps by Bloom. They're by Prima. I love these girls. They're so gorgeous. And I'm going to stamp her kind of in the low corner here, because you know these cards aren't that big, right? Or this side, I mean. I want to make sure, hope you can see me, that I get her and the music on the page at the same time. So I'm going to stamp her in the low right corner. And you know me, I gab while I work. So today's question, actually I thought about this a little while ago and I didn't get a chance to do this video. And this is a question I posed to my kids when they were younger, because we had a lot of music around our house. We were always singing. I had the karaoke machine set up, and literally I would go downstairs and do a load of laundry, sing a song on the way down, and sing a song on the way back. When they used to do their homework, Richard would be cleaning up the kitchen and I would be playing the piano, and it was very calming for them. And they would do their homework, and they even, Deanne says she remembers lying in the hallway between her door and her bedroom just listening to the piano, and I would be playing and they'd be doing their homework while I was playing the piano. So music has always been a really key factor in our lives. When I grew up, it was exactly the same way. My mother was so into every kind of music. Didn't matter what kind. So at one point, we were karaokeing to, I don't know, some musical. And I posed the question to my kids. I said, what would you rather have? $1 million and no music, or live the way you are right now with music in your life? And I asked them all separately. So that's a question I want to ask you guys. What would you rather have? $1 million and you never hear music again, but you have $1 million but you can never hear music again, or your life the way it is right now, but no $1 million, but you can hear music or just like you are right now? And my response to that is music all the way, baby. I just can't even imagine. It's like saying, what would you do without water? I couldn't imagine a life without music. And if I had a life without music and $1 million, I wouldn't be very happy. I just know myself. So I think before I mount her on here, I am going to color her, watercolor her, because I used archival ink and it's waterproof. Okay, I'm going to use Eyes Inks for her, just because I haven't used these in so long. I want to play around with them because I have some pretty colors here. Got purple, blue, green and yellow, red. I know I have a really pretty, orangey color. Red, and this kind of, it's separated, but I know it's a brown. It's called ombre. So I think I will make sure that one's really mixed because I want to use it on her face. And I haven't used these in a while. That's why I want to use them. You know, you've got this stuff and you never use it. So let that sit for a minute. Okay, so let's start with her flowers. I make those red. So I'm going to paint these really pretty purple, So I'm going to keep these. This actually looks really pretty. I've never painted with Eyes Inks before. I don't know if you guys have, but they really, they paint very beautifully. And as a guide, because it's on top of the music, I'm using the stamp right here. so I can see what it is I'm supposed to be painting, you know, than trying to figure it out with the music notes in the background. So the answer to my question is no, I would not take $1 million and not hear music again. Music is such a huge part of my background and my cultural upbringing. Even, you know, I don't know if you guys realize this, but a lot of the beautiful Negro spirituals that you've heard throughout your life, a lot of them had messages in them for people to know where to go to be freed with the Underground Railroad and where the railway was coming through and all of that. So a lot of the songs had messages in them, and they were hidden in the song so that the slave owners would not know. So they just thought they were just singing these beautiful songs, and they were actually, the slaves were giving each other direction as to where to go, and you know what I mean, like where to go, where the what home was a safe home, where to go to get on the Underground Railway and all of that kind of stuff, where to go to be able to head north and be free. And the only way they could communicate was through song, and so that's how they did it. So yeah, it's very important to me. And singing is one way for, I think I've mentioned to you 1,000,000 times, how music is just healing for me. Like when I'm not well, or when I like been stressed, and if it wasn't for music, I don't know. It's just such a beautiful gift that we have. And we're so blessed if we have the gift of hearing. We're so blessed to have that extra special, you know, reward of music. I always think when I hear a beautiful song, or if I hear somebody singing, that's my timer going off because I have hair color in my hair. I always think of it as, it makes my ears hum or sing, you know, my ears are just happy when I hear. So I'm going to stop here for now, but you guys won't know I stopped, but I have to go wash my hair color out of my hair. But look how pretty she is. Isn't she beautiful? She's just so gorgeous. I hope you guys are able to, I hope I've had you in camera, but if not, I'll bring her up close so you can see. Aren't those colors just gorgeous? Okay, be back. So I'm back through the magic of video. I have returned. So I'm going to try to color her body because that is just the predominant part of this whole thing. And I just hope this green I've used so much, it's literally, look, that the thing is falling out. I mean, seriously. But these are really nice. These eye inks are very, very pretty, and they're easy to color with. And I do not regret purchasing them, not even a little bit. I love them. Go keep the red out for her lips. Let me try this. I'm going to try it on another side of this paper because I don't want her to be too dark. And, oh, that's a pretty brown. Jeez, I don't even know why I was worried about that. That's beautiful. I will catch up on these life cues. Because, I mean, we've got till the end of December to get to 52, so that's not bad. And we're in the mid-30s, so. Yeah, that's really a pretty color brown, isn't it? Wow. Very, very nice. So I've got her down at it here. I just have to just get rid of that little piece right there. There we go. So if you can see her. So I decided that I didn't have any black of those. And so I'm going to give her, I'm going to use H2O, sparkling H2Os. I'm giving her blue hair just because I can. Because why not, hey? And I have all these things and I'm never using them, so. And if you're like me and don't know how these work, I found these in a sale bin for $3. And I wasn't sure if they were in there because they didn't work because they were all dried up. But then I put it out there and everybody told me, no, all you do is just add water to it to make it, you know, your sparkling H2O. So that's what I'm going to do. And maybe her hair will be like a sparkly blue. Yeah, let's try this. So I Mod Podged her onto the card front. And then on the right edge, the paper was so old and worn that it tore off. So I don't know if you can see it, but I put another piece underneath. And then I just put this over top. You can't even see. You know, you make it work because it's your art journal and it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, that is kind of sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does sparkle. So she has sparkly blue hair like Patti LaBelle. Which is perfect because I'm talking about music. Okay, oh, she looks pretty with blue hair. I like it. Oh, and if you notice, I gave her blue eyes. It's a different color blue. It was Eyes Ink blue, but just because I wanted it to pop a little bit. Because I thought I was giving her black hair, but now she has blue hair to match blue eyes. You go, girl. With your blue hair. There we go. I'm not going to do too much more to this page. I'm going to stamp some words, but I'm just taking a Sharpie. It's really fine tipped, and I'm just going to outline a little lady here. Just the outer parts. I'm not going to outline the whole thing, but these are nice tips. See that tip on there? Really like it. It serves the purpose as both a thick Sharpie, but you can still, you know, do fine tipped outlining. And also a Sharpie is waterproof, so if I had wanted to do this before and then paint it inside, it would not have run. That's why I love Sharpies so much. They are my favorite journaling pen. I've tried all the fancy ones out there, but I prefer an ultrafine Sharpie when I'm doing journaling. The only downside to them is they bleed. So if you're actually writing in a journal and just using it as a writing pen, it will bleed through to the other side. But for art journaling, love them. So I think it's kind of obvious just by looking at this picture when I ask the question, would you take $1 million and no music, or would you pick music? I mean, the girl is made out of music. The entire page is music, and music is in my DNA. It gets me through and has gotten me through and will continue to get me through. It is just so important to me, and I would, no amount of money could ever take away the gift of music to me. Some people might be different. We've been over at people's homes for dinner parties and stuff, and just for dinner, and they don't play one lick of music, and I find that so bizarre. No background music, nothing, nada. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Maybe I will just, oh, I don't want to make a mistake. I'll just outline her eyeballs. Now I got to do her. See, this is what happens when you start with a Sharpie pen. You just want to do a little bit and then you end up doing the whole thing. There. Now I got to do her lips. You know? I'm holding this pen so lightly because I don't want it to be really thick, you know? And then her nose. There. That's enough. Stop, Monica, while you are ahead. So what I'm going to stamp on here is, and this is a quote, like a little bit is from my sister, but it's, and like, music is my church. That is her quote. The second part of it is mine. So music, I'll move them over there. Music is my church, and the second part's going to be, and God is my song. Because I feel like when I'm hearing music, especially if it's religious-based music or gospel music, I feel so close to God. I feel so supported. I feel so inspired. That went crooked, and I don't care because it looks like it's going like the stanza. I didn't plan that, but I could just say I planned it, but I didn't. Yes, I love these stamps. These are old, what are they called? Something alphabet. Type alphabet from Stampin' Up. I don't think they sell it anymore, but if you ever, you know how you go, people have secondhand stamps. If you can ever get this one, it's awesome. So here's my finished page. It says, music is my church and God is my song. And then I wrote with this pen up here, it says, million or music, a million or music. And then I put the date, which of course it's backdated all the way, can you believe, August 23rd. I am so sorry. We will catch up. You'll see, before you know it, it'll be all caught up. But anyway, then I inked around the edge of the page just to give it some kind of framework with the black archival ink. And there you have it. So my answer to that question is, there's no way any amount of money could ever replace music in my life. Never, 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 never. Music is my church, and God is my song. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.